Alright, we are back live on the Annie Bong Show, and this is the Big D Zone. And ladies and gentlemen, I was gonna call this April Fool's Part 3, because I did Part 1 and did Part 2 for the sister stations. For the other sister stations, there'll be a Part 3 in it, so I will let them know when I send it on retransfer. So, but other than that, I got some stories that I want to cover for you, and I can't show the video, but yesterday I was I was in the College Connect, but I will share with you where you can find that video a little bit later on. So the only thing is, I don't know if I could play news clip, even though I am media now at iHeartRadio, but I had to plan things very carefully. I do whatever I want with it on when I'm on the other sister stations and on my other station, but I gotta be very careful at iHeart. I may play like one or two songs, but I don't play much like I did for my longer shows. So that's why I direct people to my sister stations like the Annie Bond Show or Broadly FM or Comfy Radio, the other sister station. But other than that, let's get back to the show, and I'm going to get back to the news stories that I want to cover. And ladies and gentlemen, one of them I'm going to cover is the police chief here in Meridian has been suspended for 5 days, and I am going to tell you why once I get back into the groove of thing. Also, Paul Ryan is at it again. He wants to cut domestic program. This is the Big D Zone. You know what? I may be doing a rant about that later on, but uh, let's get on with the show. Here we go. Part 3. Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievance. Alright, this is the Big D Zone, and I got some sad news to report. Like it happened during our interview, when me and the news guys were talking. There's been yet another shooting at Fort Hood. I'm going to be covering the rest of the story. I know the news guy is covering it as well. It happened today while we was on broadcast. But I also got some other news stories to share, just like I just mentioned, about Paul Ryan's evil plan, and also about what happened to the police chief who was suspended for 5 days without pay. That's the big story here in Meridian. And any other big time stories. Like I said, the Final Four has been set. And Tiger Woods, he's not going to be in the Masters. His back got the best of him. And so he won't be in the Masters this year. Which is pretty shocking. How will the ratings go on the Golf Channel or on ESPN? So, wow. And the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets are in the playoffs. How do you like that? So, all those stories plus music. And I finally got to be able to bring my notes together. Yes. So we are back. This is part 3, the final part, and the final hour of the Big D Zone. And I'll put it all together. This is the home of the best fans on the net today. Citizens of Big D Nation. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Big D Zone. We're back, we're live, and we're home.
Today's contestants. This is Mr. Millard Snopkin from Carbondale, Illinois. And this is Mr. Leroy Finkelstein from Brooklyn, New York. And this is Alfred Yankovic from Linwood, California. These 3 people will compete today on Jeopardy!
I was there to match my intellect on national TV against a plumber and an architect, both with a PhD. I was tense, I was nervous, I guess it just wasn't my night. Art Fleming gave the answers, oh, but I couldn't get the questions right. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. Well, I knew I was in trouble now. My hope of winning sank, because I got the daily double now. And then my mind went blank. I took potpourri for 100, and then my head started to spin. Well, I'm giving up, Don Pardo. Just tell me now what I didn't win. Yeah. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby.
That's right, Al. You lost. And let me tell you what you didn't win. A 20-volume set of the Encyclopedia International, a case of turtle wax, and a year's supply of rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. But that's not all. You also made yourself look like a jerk in front of millions of people. And you brought shame and disgrace on your family name for generations to come. You don't get to come back tomorrow. You don't even get a lousy copy of our home game. You're a complete loser.
Don't know what I was thinking of. I guess I just wasn't too bright. Well, I sure hope I do better next weekend on The Price is Right. I lost on Jeopardy. I lost on Jeopardy. I lost on Jeopardy, meeting you with a view to waking. Face to faces, secret faces, feel the chill. Nightfall, come with me. But you know the plans I'm making overseas. Could it be the whole of opening wide? A sacred wine, a mystery gaping inside. A weekend's wine until we dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. To fatal sounds of broken dreams. Dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. Is the view to waken to the initiates, assassination, standing still. Crystal tears fall of snowflakes on your body. First time in years to drench your skin. The lover throws his pain. A chance to find the feelings for the flame. A chance to die. Can we dance to the fire? That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. The fatal sound of broken dreams. Dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. When all we see is the you to a kill.
Alright, after we're gonna be joining iHeartRadio. I'm only gonna play Hall of Fame, greatest motivational video, and we're gonna be joining iHeartRadio radio right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to iHeartRadio. I gotta go to this motivational speech, and I got something I want to play later.
You can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world. You can beat the war. You can talk the guy go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up. You can beat the clock. You can move a mountain. You can break rocks. You can be a master. Don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. Cause you found God's flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile. You can be the hero, you can go. Breaking over, breaking sleep, I never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Never gonna know, never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're living in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you found God's flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Students be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you found God's flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be the great, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can be the hero, you can be the war. You can talk the guy go banging on your door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a champion, go out with a luck. Dedicate your time, you gotta find your standing in the Hall of Fame.
Life is tough. That's a given. When you stand up, you're going to be shoved back down. When you're down, you're going to be stepped on. My advice to you doesn't come with a lot of bells and whistles. It's no secret. You'll fall down, you'll stumble, you'll get pushed, you'll land square on your face. But every time that happens, you get back on your feet. You get up just as fast as you can, no matter how many times you need to do it. Remember this. Success has been and continues to be defined as getting up one more time than you've been knocked down. If experience has taught me anything, it's that nothing is free and living ain't easy. Life is hard, real hard, incredibly hard. You fail more often than you win. Nobody's handing you anything. It's up to you to puff up your chest, stretch your neck, and overcome all the difficult, the nasty, the mean, the unfair. You want more than you have now? Prove it. You want to be the very best there is? Get out there and earn it. Once you decide that, you will know where it is you want to be, and you won't stop pushing forward until you get there. That's how winners are made. At the end of the day, success is what we all want. We all want to win. And the race will be won. There's There's no question about that. So come on, get out on top, run faster, dream bigger, live better than you ever have before. This is in you. You can do this. Do it for yourself. Prove it to yourself. I'm Gary Racer.
The Big D Zone. I am your host, Prince BD, and I am so glad to be hosting this show and performing for the citizens of Big D Nation. First of all, I got a couple of reports I want to get to you. I got an update on the missing Malaysia Flight 370. Still not found, but I got more update on that. I also got the fact that the Final Four has been set and it's all ready to go. And also, I want to talk a little bit about the Obamacare deadline. That is the 31st of March. Now, I'm still in the middle of podcasting. So if it's after that date, then please don't be alarmed because if you have started on the website, matter of fact, if you have started an application and if you're still shopping around for healthcare coverage, then you will have an additional 2 weeks. That's for people that's already on the site. And also, I have one of my plans, and it's all connected to the Operation B and Eagle report. So, I mean, this is something that you do not want to miss. And I got a political talking point that I want to bring up. I was listening to a local radio show here in the Meridian. It's called Mornings in Meridian. And they started talking about a very good subject. They was talking about open primary. And we're going to get into that as well. So let's get this party started right here on the Big D Dome. Well, first, I want to talk about politics first. So what I want to do is I want to let you know that I have listened to Mornings in Meridian. And they was having a very, very good conversation. And a couple of very good callers. I mean, extremely good callers about a subject about the primary election. Now, I've been voting on elections off and on all my life. I've been a lifelong voter. Even when I was homeless on the street, I always voted. And the last day that I lived in New Jersey was on election day, and yep, I did not vote for the Republican. I voted for the incumbent because everything was doing bad, and then of course, more than likely, it was going to be that the current governor of New Jersey has been governor of New Jersey since I left. So anyway, but should there be open primary? Now, even though I wasn't able to call because I don't have unlimited on my phone, I do have a cell phone, but I don't have unlimited minutes after yet. But I sure as heck would have gave my 2 cents on it. So I might as well go ahead and give my 2 cents on my own program, the Big D Zone. Yeah, I get to tell a million listeners, well, more than 2 million listeners now because of the fact that we are on iHeartRadio, and then we're on Bumps Radio, Comfy Radio, City Base. We're on the brand new Broad 3 FM, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. in the UK time. And so, but anyway, I said, well, you know what? Why not I share my opinion with the best fans in the history of the internet today, citizens of Big D Nation. Now, primary election. You know that rule where you have to either vote for only in the Democratic primary or the Republican primary. Now, say for example, you're a Democrat, but you like a Republican, but you can't vote in the primary that is the Republican primary because you only have to vote in one party. But if you have an open primary, then it's all open. You could vote for whoever guy that you feel or gal. You can vote for every guy or gal that you feel that is perfect for that particular office. Now, say for example, I'm just going to put in my shoes for example. Say for example, I'm a Democrat and I voted for Barack Obama, but I'm also a independent, and I would like to vote for a Republican in another office, and because I think that he or she would do good for the job, and I vote for that particular person, and that would be an open office. But say like if I was a Republican and I had to vote only in the Republican primary, then I'm only locked into that particular office. I'm just using that as an example. I have decided to move into the independent because I'm, pretty much disappointed with both parties, and I decided to run in office as an independent because right now both parties are not doing their job representing the people of this fine country. I mean, that's both Democratic and Republican. Now, like I said, there are good Democrats and good Republicans, bad Democrats and bad Republicans. But the media and some of these shows, they demonize a particular party, and that's not even good for the country. If we're supposed to be working together, to move this country along. If Congress and the Senate are forced to work together, then why are we dividing our party? I mean, why is that? And then we got parties trying to get control over the whole Senate and the whole House. I mean, that's not even working together. That is no way working together. That's like playing King of the Hill when you're in elementary school. I mean, that's just my 2 cents on it. But I think the open primary would be a good deal. Because, say, for example, if you were a Democrat, but you like Herman Cain, and you want Herman Cain to win the presidency, I mean, that would be a good deal. I mean, you could vote for whoever you like. I mean, nobody has the right mind to tell you who to vote for. I mean, you could tell them why you think that you'd be the right person for a job. Say, for example, like myself, I'm running for president in 2016. My main reason why I'm voting is I want to help veterans with the Help Veterans Now bill, helping them as soon as they come back from serving our great country. I want to help college students to not only be able to pay for tuition, but to be able to graduate from college. And I also want to help the disabled to be able to work and to be able to do things just like every red-blooded American citizen in this great country. Those are the main reasons why I want to become president in 2016. Also, I think open primary is good because choice. If men and women fought for their right to vote, then just like in the general election, there should be choices, not just Democrat, not just Republican, but also independent, Libertarian, Green Party, whatever party that is there at the time in that primary election. So I think the primary should be open. There should be no rules about who a person, no matter what party that you're affiliated with, no matter what party is my listener base is affiliated. I mean, I can't tell you, I'm just a radio show personality. I can't tell you who to vote for. I mean, I can give you a recommendation, or I can endorse somebody who people should vote for, but I can't tell you you must vote for this particular candidate. Then it would be any choice. But like I said, I'm just a radio show host, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on different issues. So just like the open primary. But I think that that was a good conversation. I heard one caller was saying that, well, he felt that he should not have happened to be placed in a corner where whether he wanted to vote for a Democrat, and then what if he liked a Republican to fill a particular office. So he said, why don't they just go ahead and let him vote for whatever person, whether it's a Democrat, a Republican, or independent, whether they should be in the general election. And I happen to agree. You daggone right, I agree with that call. I mean, it was a good conversation. It was a really, and there was a couple of other people that felt the same way. I mean, saying hell, I even feel the same way. Why don't you let people like me, or people like my listening base, or people on other radio shows vote for whoever they want in the party, and just instead of saying, oh, you can only vote for a Democrat, Republican. I mean, there's got to be a way. This is why the person who is independent can't even win in a particular general election when they know that they're at least going to get some support. There's got to be a way that there's got to be room for third-party candidates to win election. And I think having an open primary is one of them. So should there be an open primary? Most definitely. Definitely. Yeah. They should have an open primary. Now I know from the record I heard some states do have open primary, but unfortunately I lived in a couple of states that do not have primary. When I lived in Boston, New Jersey, and even here in Mississippi, they still say that you must vote for either Democrat or Republican. So I was even reminded that when I got the new voter card for the brand new headquarters, in order to get the in-state tuition for my brand new college. But nonetheless, yeah, I think that the laws should be changed, even statewide. Different states should have the right to open primary in each state, and it makes it easier for everybody and give them more choices. So I'm going to leave that there. But if you want to leave your 2 cents into the conversation, you could go ahead on to my, I don't know if they have discussion page, but I know they do on iHeartRadio. You can leave it either on iHeartRadio or on WBDR, and leave how you feel. Should your state have open primary? Now I say yes, but I want to hear, or I want to read what you think. So leave the comment on the comment box on iHeartRadio or on WBDR. You could also leave the comment on my Facebook page, Deshaun.Porter, or you could go to the Big D Zone. So there are lots of ways to get involved in the show. And I can't wait for the headquarters to be up and running with the internet, because I'm even going to take some calls on these issues. And I want to be able to get involved with Crossfire again. So, and I might want to talk about issues such as open primaries. I mean, that would be a perfect topic for Crossfire. All right, now let's get to my second issue that I want to cover for the Big D Dome. Well, here it is. 31st is coming, knocking on the door. Are you ready? Are you signed up for healthcare.gov? It is, of course, known as the Unaffordable well, some people say the Unaffordable Care Act, but it's really called the Affordable Care Act, and it's also nicknamed Obamacare as well. So I'm going all sides of the spectrum because I have all types of listeners. So some say it's the Affordable Care Act. The original law is called the Affordable Care Act, and it's also nicknamed as Obamacare. Now, we all know that there has been problems with the site soon as it opened up. A lot of people was trying to get onto the website. There was problems with letting people sign up with applications to get to the exchange and find out to see if they are able to get subsidies. There was even a news reporter that was trying to sign on to the Obamacare website and did it live on the air and whatnot. You would get on to it on the air. Well, today is the deadline, or today of this recording of the podcast, but today is March 31st. Oh, wow. Now I let the cat out of the bag. Wow. But anyway, the deadline is here, and earlier this morning, around 3:20 this morning, the healthcare.gov had, well, they had a big surge and the website crashed. So what happened was they wasn't able to meet the demand of the people that was trying to sign up for the health plan. And so what happened was they received a sign saying this site is temporarily unavailable, and then they also had a waiting room where they were going to put people into the waiting room. And it also happened again at 7:20 in the morning. So all this happened earlier during the day. Now they say that it was fixed, but who knows, because a lot of people procrastinate and like to get things done at the last minute. It might be another surge that could put the website down again. But they said that they have fixed it and it should be ready for the people that are trying to sign up within the last couple of hours. Now, there is a break for those who are just they are still trying to look for a plan, trying to shop around. Now, if you have already started an application on healthcare.gov, you have 2 weeks free grace period. You have a 2-week free grace period. Now, after the 31st deadline, there is a penalty, which is going to be assessed by the IRS. And I heard a lot of penalties. Like the first year penalty is going to be low. I heard some shows that said about $95 because it's going to be low because this is the first year that the healthcare law has just been enacted. So it's the first year, and everything is going to be less with the penalty that is not going to be assessed until you start paying taxes for next year. But hopefully the site will be fixed and ready for the influx of people that are coming in within a couple of hours. And there's still much daylight left, and there's going to be people coming home from work, or if they can't use the computer, they're going to come home from work, use it at home, or they're going to be using it on their cell phone. And who knows, even people might be listening to the show, say, well, oh man, I haven't even gone to healthcare.gov yet. I gotta see if I could go in and try to go to the exchanges. If you have experienced any problems on healthcare.gov, I'm going to find out too. I might read some of the comments on the air. So read the comments on the iHeartRadio and also on my Facebook as well. And we'll take that from there. I may even read your comment on the future show. So That is the same for people on my sister stations such as Broadley FM and Comfy Radio, City Base FM, Storm FM, Warm Radio, and on and on. So any sister stations that playing the Big D Zone right now, you can feel free to leave a comment if you have ever tried healthcare.gov and received any problem. So say like the website is down and it's been down for a long while. Like for example, what happened was I am trying to call the school. I forgot to ask them a question. They were supposed to be having an event coming out, and I want to find, but it's not in the main campus. It's in another building. It's a part of campus, but it's in another building, and I wanted to find out where it is. My cell phone, I don't know what happened. It was working earlier. I don't know what happened, but I ain't getting no signal, and the service is it's just going kaput. And it's like, it's crazy. It's like, now ain't no way I ain't gonna use 250 minutes on just 2 calls that was only 25 minutes or maybe even less than that, just to check on a college transcript. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. So, but anyway, I don't know. Hopefully it will be working by the next day, because I really got to see, because I want to give a good report, Operation Be an Eagle report, which I do have coming up after my update on the NCAA tournament. I'm only getting my updates, whether it's from Fox News or whether it's from IRN, IRN News. Now, the only thing is, I wanted to try to get some news from Mississippi, but they want me to go to the website, newsms.fm, but I'm not even online just to get the daytime information. Because I wanted to try to get hometown news, because especially when I get back online, whether it's through headquarters or whether it's at the college, I know I'll be able to do it at the college. I still want to do my report for the news guy. Now, I didn't miss working with the news guy, and he asked me to work with him, and, you know, I'm an entertainer, so any opportunity to help another show, or even to help a new show, you know, I jump at the chance, because entertainment is my dream. It's one of my dreams. I mean, I love to entertain the citizens of Big D Nation. I love to entertain new fans that are listening to this show. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do my doggone best. Just like Rudy said when he was trying to get into Notre Dame, which he did. So now, the NCAA. Well, we like to congratulate the Final Four teams that is set. And one of them is really a shocker. I'm going to go by the list of the Final Four. Is Wisconsin, UConn, Florida, and a surprising one, Kentucky. Now, there are most brackets that think that Florida was even going to go all the way. Even the president is thinking Florida will get through in the NCAA. But the surprising one is the 4th one, Kentucky. I mean, Louisville has been a powerhouse in the past couple of years in NCAA. But not for Louisville not to get into the Final Four is shocking. And it was a rivalry between Louisville and Kentucky, and Louisville got in to win in order to get to the Final Four. I mean, that is amazing. I kind of wish I got my notes, or even to go online to get the notes, but I can't do that, so I apologize for not doing that. But even UConn getting into the Final Four, that is going to be something. And Wisconsin getting into the Final Four. Now, I can make some predictions on who I think is going to make it out of the Final Four. I know one of the teams is going to be Florida. Now, even though I was not able to do a bracket, because the way the Florida Gators are going right about now, we could beg to ensure that Florida Gators is going to be at least one of the teams that will be going for the championship. The other teams, Wisconsin, uh, uh, Wisconsin, uh, UConn, and also Kentucky. Those are the ones that I'm not sure that's going to get into the championship. Kentucky was just very surprising, and I never see. I was going to think it was probably going to be Florida and Louisville, but I was wrong on that count. So I don't know about Kentucky or UConn or Wisconsin. We will see. But I know it's definitely going to be Florida and another team. But my top choice would be UConn, because UConn has been a pretty good team in the past in college basketball. And Kentucky, well, being the fact that Kentucky is a rival with Louisville, they have to be a good team as well. And then the last team is Wisconsin. So all three teams have to could be in contention after they play in the Final Four, but it's up to these games to find out who is going to go on to be in the Final Two. So we're going to find that out pretty soon. So, but I know, I have a feeling that Florida is going to be the team that's going to be going all the way to the championship. We're going to have to wait till the championship. See, if I would have done the bracket, then I would be able to fully predict who won, because really, I was following Syracuse, but I also knew about Louisville because they always been in the tournament, and they also always either get into the Final Four or even get into the final. But now they're not even in the picture, which is very shocking. And so that messed up my own plan. So the only good prediction that I can make is the Gators going to be in the championship game. That's my only prediction that I got right about now. So, anyway. And how about this weather? I mean, at last. Now, I just throw this one in there. But at last, the weather is getting a lot warmer. It's in the 70s. And hopefully it will be just right for a change. It won't be extremely cold and extremely hot. Because, I got to get used to it, because I'd be out a couple of times. Like, I had to do my show for iHeart, but I can only do that outside because there are some buildings that will not allow loud noises or music. Because when I do my rant, that's why I had to record my rant, because it would come out like I'm shouting, which I am, and I do my rant. But anyway, so that's why I had to go outside, even if I had to wind up doing my rant. And I need a pretty day so I could go outside and do my show for iHeart when I'm at MCT. So, anyway, it's been nice all this week, and I am so happy that the weather has been changing from very cold to at least, hopefully it'll stay just right and won't get to 80 so fast that you're like, oh, you can't even get used to it. But go out and enjoy it. If it's very nice where you are, go ahead and enjoy it too. So, take care of that added episode. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have an Operation Bean Eagle report. Okay, I do have some good news and some bad news. The good news is I'm not worried about my Essex County College transcript, because the good news is that after this podcast, Meridian Community College just got my Essex County College transcript. Thank
goodness. Because, I mean, I wouldn't think that it would be right for the mail to hold my transcript and not deliver it to a particular college. So I called the college, and they said it was delivered on the 16th. I called this county college, by the way. It was delivered on it was mailed out on the 26th. I heard it on the 11th, by the way. And so it took all that time between the 11th and it went out on the 26th. So that showed that if I had to order any more transcript to a different place, I would have to do it over because it takes too long. Now, I had to do that for when I get aid from the state. They want my transcript too. So that's more money and more time. And it's like it's crazy. But with that, I got to September, so I could wait to get settled in MCC. I won't have to worry about it because I would still have financial aid, regular financial aid, and then I would have help from mass rehab. But the extra help goes a long way. But other than that, I think I probably would be able to do it in probably either June or August before the fall semester starts. And, I can use the money from financial aid to order transcript and then, take it from there. So, I always got plan B, and I thank God that I used to be a Boy Scout. I mean, the Boy Scout motto is be prepared. So I thank God for plan B, plan D, plan D, and plan E. Thank God for that. Because if there wasn't no plan, I would be up the creek without a paddle. I mean, for real. Which brings me to my high school record. And I am so disappointed that every time I'm going through a process of whether transferring or even when I went to my first college. And when I was even getting ready to move to Boston, I was on the phone with my ex-congressman because I was moving out of state. So I was on the phone with my ex-congressman. I mean, they couldn't help. They were trying to tell me to call the school board, which I kept doing, and calling A. Harry Moore, which was my old high school. Why do they not still keep records beyond the 5 year or 10 years is beyond me. Any regular high school would do that. So, now, I moved down south. I finally found a place I would plant my feet and get back on my feet. And so now, going back to school so I could finish out to try to get my associate's degree so I could work on which I should have had in a long time ago, which is my bachelor's degree, which I should have been working on my master's by now. Had life had not gotten in the daggone way. Now, I called Weequay High School, and Miss Grace answered the phone because there was somebody new that answered the phone. So here it is, going on the 7th, and a month coming in after that. First of all, they told me that my name wasn't even on the graduation list, so they can't find me nowhere. When I was at another college, at another place here in Meridian, that was my headquarters. They found the record from June 9th, 1995. Then today they claiming that they can't even find the daggone record. I mean, what are you doing? What in the world are you doing? And I know I'm getting sidetracked because I gotta get that report. Speaking of missing information, I know I gotta get a sidetrack to the update about the missing Malaysia airplane. But I'll get to that in a minute. But what in the world is these people doing? I'm always seem to get a runaround when it comes to my high school record, because had not been for the fact that there was another way around, possibly not needing the high school information, because I always get jaded by my old state. That's why I'm glad I'm not in New Jersey no more. And I am glad that I'm in a better place. Because as soon as I get to college, I'm going to work my tail off to finish my degree. Whether I have to go to classes at MTC and also take a straight line class so I could be able to pass something, so I could get my degree, when I wouldn't have to go through my high school transcript anywhere, because they don't want to give it to me. No, they don't want to give it to the other college. I just spent $2 that I didn't have. And another thing, they raised the price on me. They said it was $2 for to look the record. They did not tell me that it was $3 to send the daggone transcript over to the college. They did not tell me that. They told me that it was $2 to send the transcript. And now I'm getting $3. Now, if that's a making lie that they told on me, I don't even know what it is anymore. I'm tired of all the horse manure. And I can't say horse manure on the radio. I'm tired of the horse manure. Now I'm getting, every time that I'm trying to get my Daybird records. I'm tired of that. I'm paying money that I don't even have and getting all these delays. And then when I'm able to call, then I'm getting a horse manure saying, oh, you're not in our graduation list. Well, what the hell are you doing 5 or 6 years from there? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, are you for real? The fact of the matter is people keep losing my information. I mean, you almost made me get ready to take my GED, which I didn't even need to in the first daggone place, because I had 24 college credits, which may help me in the long run. I'm going to find that out tomorrow, because hopefully they said if I had done enough work at Essex County College that they would not even look at my transcript, that I could still be admitted under those stipulations. And I'll probably have another report, because this is ridiculous. So I'm putting Weequahic High School into the, not the Hall of Fame, but to the Hall of Shame. Because I spent $2 each in the mail from the 7th to now, and then figuring that they was going to send the transcript to a community college just like Essex County College did. I'm putting the Weequahic High School into the Hall of Shame. 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 Shame on you. And we were going to go to the Department of Education in Georgia, which I already done in the past. And then they want to keep telling me before, oh, you got to call Harry Moore, which I did. It's like, I don't know who told you that. You're going to have to call Department of Education again. And then I called the Department of Education again. I will still keep getting rid wrong. And then when I did call Harry Moore back, I mean, I was at the breaking point. Then they told me, oh, we sent the information to Weequahic High School. So I thought they would have said. Now, I don't know why I keep getting these runaround every time I get trying to get my information. But I would be glad. I would be so glad to get my daggone associate degree, because I wouldn't have to go to this damn nightmare ever again. I mean, it doesn't make no sense that I have to go through this. I mean, are you serious? I'm spending money that I don't even have. I mean, I gotta get the deposit ready so I can get the housing, so I can live on campus. You know, I mean, I'm gonna be not only studying for my classes so I can pass, I'm gonna be having some fun at the same time, and I'm gonna be still producing the radio show. I'm gonna be a well-rounded college student once again. But there was just one thing that was keeping me in the way, which was Weequahic High School, and I am sick of it. I am sick of it. Which made me thinking, I wish I would have never went to the school that I went to in the first place, because if they can't keep my records in the past, for the past couple of years or even more, like even regular high school keep records for forever. I mean, why does it need to have to be falling through the daggone crack? Why does it need to have to be treated like a second-class citizen when I'm trying to get records that I had to spend money on, and you raise the price on me, and then you tell me that you don't have the daggone records when somebody else already did? I mean, it's really, really ridiculous. I mean, it's really frustrating. Here it is, from the first week of March to the last day of March. The last day. And run around. It is just not fair. And if it wasn't for Plan B, you know I had to spend almost close to $80 to get a GED or take the ability to benefit test, and then I wouldn't even be eligible for financial aid. I mean, that would have been devastating itself if I wouldn't have had the extra help. I mean, that's why I was thinking about trying to get scholarships or get math rehab help. I mean, this is absolutely a travesty of justice that I have to go do this every time. And I am sick of it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have similar experience, whether it's high school or college, and trying to get your record, and they're lying to you in your face, they're lying to your face when you're trying to do things, let me know. Let me know. Because I know that I'm not alone in this situation. I think that is cruel. I think this is a punishment. And, I mean, it's a hindrance to a dream that once I finally found a place that I settled down into, once I finally found a college that I know that I want to get to, and it's closer by headquarters, I think, idiots! And they had no right to do that too. And they keep my $2, and I kind of wish that I would have asked them for my money back, because that $2 should have been kept for something else. Or I even could have used that. I could have used that to save for school, something for school. They made me spend the $2, and then they told me that was going to cost $3 for the send the transit. And I found out. Matter of fact, I wish I would have recorded that call. I wish I would have recorded that call so you know what the heck I was going through with these people. Unbelievable. Now, I mean, wow. So, before I end this program, for the talking version of the show, and before I end the program on iHeartRadio, wow, I mean, it just gets me so worked up. I mean, when I try to do something that I found a place that I want to go to close by, I mean, it just burned me up. It just burned me up. But anyway, I want to give an update on what's going on the 3-week mystery of the Malaysia Air 370. 293 passengers plus crew. They're still looking around the Indian Ocean. Now another ship, I believe it was either Japan or China ship, is coming by with a U.S. device with a battery life of 30 days to help them find this missing aircraft. They kept finding debris in the water, but they are claiming that it's nothing but sea junk. And last week, the Malaysia officials said that there was no hope of finding any survivors. Now they came back and said that we want to still help to find if there's any survivors. I mean, which one is it going to be? If there's hope of finding any survivors, or are they still going to find any survivors? Which one is it going to be? Like I said in this past show, the story has been very confusing from week one. And the family is upset. The family of the 239 passengers, the plus crew, is very upset. And they're marching it to the hotel where the Malaysia Airlines is meeting them. And I don't blame them. Because it's been 3 weeks. They can't even find a plane. They keep finding debris over in the Indian Ocean. You got conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory of what probably could happen with this plane. And you're giving the family the runaround. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop giving the family the runaround. I mean, give the family some closure. Because that is what they want. They want to find out what happened to their loved one. For God's sake, I mean, if you're listening to this show right now, put yourself in the family's shoes right about now. And you had a loved one on that flight. And you don't even know what happened. And you had reports on people's cell phone from the passengers. They were trying to call their family members. And this is absolutely insane. And then the government is not even giving the right information to the family members so they can finally get closure. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't give them any closure, then that is wrong. I'm sorry, that is 100% wrong. So what are you going to do? Are you going to still search for survivor? Or is it a recover and what is it? Search and recover? What is it? Not only you gotta let us know because it's been a story for 3 weeks, but you gotta let the family know. I mean, it's just like, you know, what happened with the school because, you know, they found my record, they can't find my record. I mean, let people know things. I mean, this is insane. So anyway, but that's what's happening with the Malaysia story. Now, I don't think I have heard any other good stories. However, I did wanted to cover a good conversation that happened, but I'm going to get some more information. I was giving my 2 cents about Tim Tebow and Johnny Mandel, and then I added about well, they're not marking Michael Sam. So, but I was trying to find out where he got picked in the draft. I was interested in where is he going to, just like I'm interested, like everybody else is interested in where would Johnny Mandel would be going in the draft. I believe all 3 players can play in the NFL. Tim Tebow, Johnny Mandel, and Michael Sam. I mean, they all would be great in the NFL. But anyway, so the draft has not happened yet, but the Final 4 has been set, and they're still looking for the missing Flight 370, which is a very confusing story that I don't know what the heck is going on. And hopefully by the next podcast, I will give you some good news about the alternative means of being an Eagle after this cruel punishment that Weequahic High School have been given to me. And how dare they do that? This is the big deal. You know, I got for my music program, because I do put my talking shows on my music show. For my music program, I got the perfect song that I'm going to play. You're going to hear that on the music portion. But for those that are on iHeart and Thunder Talk, I will see you on the next program. This is the home of the best fans in the history of internet radio today. citizens of Big D Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big D Zone, and I am Prince Big D. There's a new talk show in town in iHeartRadio. It's the Big D Zone with your host Prince Big D. Well, you ask, what can we talk about? Well, we can talk about our thoughts of what's happening in the news, or we can share our thoughts about different topics. Some that happen to us, some that we talk about either on Facebook, Twitter, or what we hear about on different talk shows, or even something that we hear in class, at school, or even at work. So, we're going to talk about all that on the Big D Zone. And maybe you might hear a funny rant or two from yours truly. So, tune in to iHeartRadio and look for the Big D Zone, now a proud member of iHeartRadio on iHeartRadio Talk. So, the Big D Zone on iHeartRadio. And this is the home of the best citizens of Big D Nation. This is the Big D Zone.
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. Rosenberg, H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Pat John Brando, the King and I, and the Catcher in the Rye. Eisenhower vaccine, England's got a new queen. Marciano Liberace, satire, goodbye. It's on the fire. It was all we heard since the world returned. It's on the fire. No, we didn't write it, but we tried to find it. Joseph Stalin, Alan Cobb, Nasser Prokofiev, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc. Roy Cohn, Walter Roy, Tuscanini, Akron, Gin, Food Falls, rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. Davy Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bardo, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Grace, Peyton Place, trouble in the Suez. Start the fire. It was all we wanted since the world returned. Start the fire. But we didn't write it, but we tried to find it. Little Rock, past the night, Mickey Mantle, Kerouac, Sputnik, Joe and Hybrid, on the River Kwai, Lebanon, Charleston, Gold, California, baseball start with the homicide, children of the little Space Monkey, Mafia, Hula Hoop, Castro, Italy's a no-go. Simmering, Payola and Kennedy, Cookie, Jack, a psycho, Belgians and the Congo. Start the fire. It was all we wanted since the world returned. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Hemingway, Eichmann, stranger in a strange land, in Berlin, Bay of Pigs invasion, Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Oldness, John Glenn, Listen Beats, Harrison, Paul, Malcolm X, British politicians, sex, JFK, blown away, what else do I have to say? Start the fire, it was all we wanted since the world returned. Start the fire, no, we didn't hide it, but we tried to find it. Birth control, Richie Nixon, Richard Nixon, back again, moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock, Bacon, Reagan, Palestine, terror on the airline, Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide, foreign debts, homeless vets, AIDS, Iraq, burning rich, hypodermics on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roller, cola wars, I can't take it anymore. Start the fire. It was all we wanted since the world returned. Start the fire. But when we were gone, we still went on and on and on and on and on.
Billy Joe, and we didn't start the fire on the Big D Zone. And I got some more stories that I want to cover, and I'm going to bring in a guest. I'm going to work things a little bit different on the Big D Zone. Alright, and we are on the Big D Zone. Not only are we on the Andy Bong show, on the Andy Bong channel, who is an ally on Big D Country. We're on WBDR, and WBDR is on iHeart Talk. And I got a couple of more stories to cover before we end this program. But during one of the stories, I am going to call in my ally, and but I'm going to be talking to you about what's going on in Meridian, Mississippi. And there is a big, huge story coming out of Meridian, Mississippi. And well, this is what I'm going to read that was coming out of. I found the whole story because it was part of the most talked about story. Now this was from March 28th, an update at 4:23 p.m. and this was from WTOK. Meridian, Mississippi, 2 days after newscaster News Center 11 first reported that Police Chief James Lee had been found in violation of the city's workplace harassment policy, Mayor Percy Bland has made a public comment about it. Bland has refused to comment on the situation up till now, though he did post a photo of himself and the chief on his Facebook page Wednesday evening. Mayor Bland said he had not yet made a decision on that will be done about the findings of the equal opportunity officer. The mayor said when it comes to discipline, all relevant factors must be considered, including the content of the comment Chief Lee allegedly made and the safety of citizens. Mayor Bland says maintaining the city's safety holds utmost importance in his decision. Very soon I will issue a discipline if warranted. That is warranted under the circumstance, and I will do so such a manner that our police department operates efficiently and productively, particularly during this time of increased crime suppression in this city, he explained. At this point, the mayor said he has not determined whether disciplinary action needs to be taken. He also touched on other issues surrounding the chief of police. He said while the chief is blamed for the terminations of multiple officers, only he, as the mayor, makes the final decision on who is fired. The chief can only the chief of police can only recommend anything on any of his officers. So some of the comments out there on the chief doing certain things on his officers or to anybody can only happen if there is a cause for any of these things, and it still had to go through the mayor's desk for his signature. That was the mayor Percy Bland said. The police chief had not commented on the rulings against him, but Mayor Bland said the administration is taking the matter very seriously. The CAO and mayor are continuing to review findings by the Equal Opportunity Officer in hopes of reaching a decision on what action, if any, need to be taken. Well, action has been taken, and Mayor Percy Bland called a news conference earlier this week, and the police chief has been suspended without pay for 5 days. So the chief has been suspended for 5 days without pay due to what happened at the in Meridian. That was one of the big story, and I had a couple of other big stories in Meridian that I wanted to cover before I talk about Tiger Woods, and I wanted to get another story in because I wanted to talk to Andy Bond about a couple of major news stories because I know he is covering the other story. Okay. And where is it here? Okay. And you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna cover those stories another time because I really like to have my notes all together. But I am definitely going to be back there. But you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to turn on my Skype right about now, so you're actually gonna hear everything live in the living color. Just to let everybody know that this is not an April Fool's joke. Although this is called the April Fool's show. This is going to be part 3. But that interview with the news guy that I did was very good. And so this will be actually the second conversation that I have on the show. So this is going to be really good. I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. Alright. Let's do this. Here we go. Alright. And we're waiting for the ally to come on. This is live radio, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Deshaunport. How are you doing?
Hello. Guess what? You are now on iHeartRadio with Prince Big D. And, of course, we're also on the Andy Barnes Show. So, how you doing?
Very good, Deshaunport. How are you doing, my friend?
Great, and I'm glad to be back at home where I belong. Well, I'm in the new headquarters, but you know what I mean. Back home, doing live radio where I belong, and I miss doing it live. I do not like being rushed and not having all the notes that I have on for my show. But now that I'm able to do so, I could read the stories, and then for your show, I could use this. On the news guy. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Are you there?
Oh yes, I am. Oh my God, just a minute here.
Wow. Skype again. But it was working fine when the news guy was on earlier. He was my first guest, and you're my second guest back on the show.
Deshaun, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. Can you hear me? Okay, let's try this again and take it from the top here.
Now, as I was saying, I want to cover 2 stories before the Big D Zone is done for the day. But I could either tune into your show afterwards or also tune into Night Talk. I know he'll be surprised to find out that I was back on. So
I would love to be there for that conversation.
exactly. So is this your first time on iHeartRadio?
Yes, yes it is. Hello, iHeartRadio. My name is Andy Bond, and you are tuned into the Big D Zone on the Andy Bond Show. WBDR, Washington Radio. Wow. You're everywhere, dude. Tomorrow you're gonna be national, okay?
Exactly. Well, I think iHeart is all national right there. I mean, you got a million. You're talking to almost a million listeners, right?
Shoot. Okay, seriously, how do you get on iHeartRadio and I don't?
Well, you're on there now.
You know what phones are supposed to have? Buttons. One for each number.
Who's that?
Smartphones have 2, maybe 3 buttons.
Oh, is this commercial?
That's neat. But what do you do when you want to dial a 4?
Ah, I hate that. It's a commercial on the CNN video. Hold on, it's not supposed to be on. What is it doing? And on there.
Welcome to the modern world. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
Let me cut this off because I was trying to read the story. Come on. Come on. Now, that's better. Let's take this from the top again. This is live radio, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, So
We are so messed up sometimes, it's unreal.
anyway, now you didn't find out about what happened in Fort Hood earlier.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I at least you gotta realize something that I do a Spreaker 7 news team every single day, so I have to get all the information and then I can go. But I have read the Fort Hood story, and let me say, my heart goes out to the soldiers that died, 14 injured, 4 dead. How can we? How can a soldier kill another soldier? Why?
I mean, that's the question
Sean?
that's the question that is everybody's mind right about now. Um, and I mean, everything is just happening, and then it started happening when the news guy was interviewing me on his show, and I put him on my show. So this was still pretty much a breaking story, and okay, some people might be thinking, okay, not again. It can't be happening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. I apologize. You know what? I might have to, if I do a show with you, do you have audio audacity if I call you sometimes when I'm free and then we could go to stories and then I could still play it on iHeart?
I do not have audio audacity.
Okay, maybe I might have to wind up recording it. So maybe that's what we're going to have to do because I don't know if it's the time of day that the Skype is messing up. I really wanted your opinions on what happened on the Fort Hood, and then I wanted another national opinion about the this very mean Paul Ryan. You know, he tried to get rid of certain programs before. Paul Ryan is he made a budget and he's slashing. Now food stamps has already been cut because of the farm bill. Now he's still going after food stamps. He's still going after Medicare. And he's going after college loan programs and also all the college help. But he's still helping defense spending. But he tried this before. Why is Paul Ryan doing this? I mean, why is he always doing it and then leaving it back on people like us who don't have the money, who don't have the job, and is trying to make it? Why is he doing that to us? Do you have an answer for that?
Yeah, I do. Why am I echoing again?
I hear you.
I know, but I hate echoing. Test. Why do I always get feedback in my ears?
Oh, I don't know. Are you on the headphones?
Yes, I am.
Well, I don't know. I'm on the speaker, but oh well.
Okay, anyway, let's just do it. The question is that you're trying to. Why is the farmers are making good money? The winter is good for the farmers. Hello, in Wisconsin, we have so many good snow and all this water coming up and seeking in that we have more. We are gonna have the better crop this year because we have more snow coming in Wisconsin. Last year we were so dry as a grape that the farmers did not have any moisture, so they lost profit. But now we have so much profit. We have so much rain and so much snow, and water is sneaking into our farmers' ground that we're gonna have a good profit this year. And why is this Paul guy cutting down on food stamps?
Not only food stamps, but Andy,
is
wait a minute. Not only food stamps, Medicare, also people who are in college that need help with college loan. I mean, you got tuition raising almost every single year, no matter whether you go, whether it's Harvard or whether if it's a state school, and people need help to pay for tuition, or people wouldn't even be able to go to college unless they work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs and they could only go to school on the internet. They wouldn't have no time to go on campus. They could probably only take one class.
why is this guy flashing everything? What the question is? What is his agenda? What is his agenda? Literally,
I wish I had a clue. Because he
Does
did
she?
this before. He did this before. I
Wow,
mean,
they're talking about the. They're talking. Wow. On Night Talk right now, they're talking about the shooting.
the poor hood.
Sorry. I'm on Night Talk right now, and they're talking about the shooting. And this is what someone says. The military has a epic of suicide lately, average of 22 per day.
Whoa, 22 per day.
That's what Billy Bob Muckles says. New
Wow.
study of Vinton less healthier, lower quality of life than meat eaters. Okay, seriously, they are just talking in circles here. But ladies and gentlemen, back to the Paul thing. He is gonna be. He's gonna be. He's not gonna make any friends because we need to survive on Medicare, on food stamps, on college, on everything. We need to survive because if we take one of those things, Obamacare is already kicking our butts. We don't talk about Obamacare anymore, but it's still there. So you're saying, so this Paul guy says, oh, I'm taking away Medicare, so basically he's going to take away Obamacare too, right?
Right, and then I know that he's doing it because he wants to trim down the debt, which is all and good. But he don't have to do it on the back of people like say like you or me or people who are disabled or people who go to college or the elderly. I mean, I know they got all kinds of people who are conservative, but they are good conservatives that do care about people like us, and they don't want to cut programs like that. Not now. If I was in Congress or in the Senate, I would never do that, but I'll find other ways to cut spending. I mean, but this is insane. You're gonna cut. Okay, you're gonna cut 5 million. What's it? 5.10 million or uh 5 million over the past the next 10 or 20 years, 2024, something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
the fact of the matter is, you're doing it on the back of people like you, people like me, the neighbors across the street, the college student that haven't even started community college, and tuition is going to go up sky high. I mean, you even heard the rant why I'm trying to spend money on transcripts, and people is going to have to work so many jobs that they could only go online classes and they could only take one class. It's going to take even longer to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
So why, and I ask you, why is Paul Ryan doing this? I mean, why is he doing that in the past? I mean, okay, it's good to help the military. Yes, we need defense. But why is he doing that on the back of people like us? Why? I mean, I don't get it.
I
I
have
really
no
don't. I'm
clue.
lost.
I wish I had answers, but I have no clue why they're doing it.
I mean, this is really insane. I mean, he did that before. Now, it's lucky. I think it was either Paul Ryan or John Boehner was going to be the vice president with what was it, John McCain, or was it yeah, was it John McCain, or was it um it was another candidate that was running for president. And my mind is going to blank because I'm so frustrated on why people like Paul Ryan wants to make sure that either we don't get help, because if we had the job, then we wouldn't even need the help. But now that we need the job more than ever, even if we was going to go to college, but how can we pay for college if the tuition keeps going up every year? The board of trustees in every school right now, for now, has the right to raise tuition and fees at every college. But then students, even in poverty level, would have to find some way to pay for it. And the only way to pay for it is through federal aid, state aid, or maybe even scholarship. But if people like Paul Ryan have this way, then what can students like us do? What can we do?
I have no clue, dude. I have no clue.
I mean, there's some nerve. When I heard this before, I mean, I was half asleep, half woke. I thought this was an April Fool joke, but it was real. I mean, I was looking at the story because I was preparing for this show, and then preparing for the iHeart Radio show. And I thought it was a dream. I thought it was an April Fool joke. I thought it was like trying to send me back to Deja Vu from the last time he tried to do this. I mean, we already suffered from food stamp cut from the Farm Bill. And I couldn't believe the president signed it with the food stamp cut on it. I was like, really? For real? But now, with this budget, this is going to be a hurtful budget. I mean, can't they find another way to help the military without breaking our backs and without trying to crush our dream? I mean, to tell you the truth, the American dream for some of us is even harder to get. We're just trying to fight. We keep fighting to try to live our dreams and to try to go for the American dream. Don't we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? I mean, they're trying to take that right away from us. What is it?
I have no clue, but you know what? You will make a great politician. You know what? Because we need a great man like you at Washington D.C. to answer the tough questions like that. Why? Because our country is so broken right now, with all the things happening, from the shooting to Malaysia airliner, from Malaysia airliner to Obamacare to Obamacare to Ukraine. All this is happening in our world, and now the Paul budget is slashing Medicare, everything. So what is the idea behind all this crap?
I totally wish I knew, because I'm just trying to get my feet back in order, because we just moved headquarters, as you heard from the previous show, and I've been doing shows from MCC, and so even as preparing for today's show and hearing this awful report, so I'm thinking, okay, what do we need to do here to survive then? I mean, it's like, am I even going to make it through my run as president for president 2016? Because if they cut everything, I'm going to have to find some other ways to live, because I want to see all of my dreams come true. I'm still going to fight at the right of the citizens that I have to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If that's my pursuit of happiness, helping people, entertaining people, and then, wanting to get married and then be a college graduate, then that's my dream. Don't take that dream away from me. I know you feel the same way. I know that you don't want the power to be to take your dreams from you, Andy. I mean, what? What? This is crazy.
Just, you know what? It's all just Democrats, baby. It's all just politicians at work. And
well, but wait a minute, isn't Paul Ryan? He's a strong conservative Republican, and
okay, is Paul Ryan the guy that was trying to Okay, Paul Ryan is the guy that is with Scott Walker, correct?
I'm sorry?
Who's Paul Ryan? Okay, I'm lost here. Is he the one that ran with Romney?
That's the one I was. Thank you. You just brought it right back, because I with everything with the move, I couldn't even get. It's either Paul Ryan or somebody else that ran with Romney. And thank you. You just brought it back. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, you brought it back. You helped me out. Thank you.
Paul Ryan, I am a Republican. I'm sorry. I am a Republican, and you know what? I still don't agree with Paul Ryan. And that's coming from a Republican here.
I know. I mean,
that's coming from a Republican.
Now, Andy, right or wrong? You heard lots of my shows before. Right or wrong? Do I say they're good Republicans, they're good Democrats, they're bad Republicans, and bad Democrats? Do I say that?
Yes.
Thank you. There you go. And that's the same. And you just heard it from my sister stations in the UK that's going to be playing this a little bit later on. You heard the proof is in the pudding. I said that there are good Democrats, there are good Republicans. There are bad Democrats. There are bad Republicans. And the thing that, and Andy, you notice on some of these other shows that they demonize one party, not knowing that there's so many good people, no matter what party they belong in. There are good people that actually care about one another. They don't. They always say that, oh, the Democrats are out to destroy the country. Da 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 da. They're not real Americans. Da 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 da. It's like, oh my God, come on. I mean, what? Ah, it's like pulling my hair out.
It's funny
Ah.
because everybody is saying that the Republicans are going to rule the world, but newsflash, the Democrats are going to rule the world.
And then my favorite, all the president's programs are a failure. That, I mean, they all. Oh my God! I mean, they don't even like none of the president's stuff. I mean, okay, so if the Republicans got in office, then somebody else, another party, was going to do the same thing. The Republican president is a failure. I mean, come on. I mean, well, if that's the case,
okay,
what's
this is
going
the
on
truth.
then?
This is the truth. Okay, in all your, if when Obama was elected, you have, when Obama is elected and now he is still president, have you ever heard any bad press about him?
And almost every day they saying that, oh, he's not a good president, oh, he's not working, or oh, he's not, he's lazy, or he's this and he's that. That's all I hear every day.
But when he was elected, he ran on good values, and from the point he was elected to the point now, this halfway mark, they did not bash the president whatsoever. They did not bash Obama whatsoever
But yeah, I'm talking about the conservative shows like the Sean Hannity's, the Limbaughs of the world.
Yeah, now they're bashing the president.
Yeah, every day. It's like every time I turn on the radio. I mean, sometimes I use it as show prep. You know, when I thought I was gonna be still working, but you know, when I was able to, I use it as show prep. But I don't use the bashing part because I'm supposed to be impartial. I'm supposed to be independent. I'm supposed to have a different point of view. You know, whether it's Republicans, whether it's Democrats, whether it's independent. I mean, there's no two sides to every story. It's like everything's on one sided.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said it on one rant that, okay, matter of fact, I said it on the rant that I just played. You got the House trying to the Republicans in the House trying to keep the House. You got the Republicans trying to win the Senate. The whole party is trying to get a monopoly in not only the House and the Senate and the White House. So if a group of Republicans like Paul Ryan get his way, and you have a president like Paul Ryan, then I don't know. But if we have a Republican that's for everybody, then okay, I can see about voting for this person. But I'm going to be a person whether I vote for a Democrat or whether I vote for a Republican. That person, he or she, must care for everybody, not just the few. And what I'm seeing from some of these parties, whether it's Democrat or Republican, is that they only care for a few. Like what happened with Paul Ryan. He's only wanted to help the military, but this budget is going to hurt a lot of people in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this is absolutely insane. It's like, how are we going to live the American dream? It's just going to be harder and harder and harder to attain it. We must not give up on our dream no matter what they do. Andy, you must not give up. iHeartRadio listeners must not give up. The listeners of the sister stations must not give up. We must fight. No matter if we get frustrated, if we get down, if we get sad, we must not let people like Paul Ryan or anybody else to kill our dream. Because it's ridiculous. If they do, then they win.
It's amazing because we have so many between just Sean Porter and me and all these people on different sides. the only person that I have to agree with is what he's saying is basically true. I have to agree with Deshaun Porter. You're not going to get any argument from me whatsoever. You're not going to get any argument from me whatsoever. I really do not care, but I'm a Republican, to tell the truth. And you know what? I love the military, but why do we have to take food stamps and Medicare and all kinds of stuff away from hardworking American people because they cannot find a job? Correct, Deshaun Porter. I agree with you. But now we just need to stand and fight. You're right, but not with words and not with guns, but with
Exactly.
peace and love and kind and say it's all right. We have to be the bigger person. That's that's what my show is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you hear me, we need to stand up. We need to take a stand for the weak. We got to take a stand for the strong. We got to take a stand. It's time to stand up and fight, not with words, not with guns, but with your actions and your kind prayers.
And Andy,
Pray.
I always use plan B. If I had to come up with a plan B, okay. If I had to come up with a plan C, just like you heard in the clip, well, with the update, I might have to wind up going to a college called Ashford College to get the rest of the credits that I need in order to go to MCC. I might have to start later in the fall, or maybe a winter semester if they have a winter semester. Because the only thing is, if I would have tried to go at a state school now, I would never been able to afford it. But if the budget were to pass and a few years down the line, I'm still at a state university and the tuition goes up, I wouldn't be able to finish because of the money. And then the aid would be cut, and or I would get aid, but it's not even going to be enough to pay to cover tuition or whatever else I need.
Interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this on iHeart right now and you're like, okay, what is these two kids talking about? These guys do not make any sense. Listen to, read the news this broadcast. Listen to the words completely and clearly, because you gotta realize that we are not politicians. We're not Democrats. We're not like, oh, we're not these high mighty people that knows everything. We're just two American kids, two American adults. Sorry, sorry. I almost wanted to say
Well,
kids.
we're young at
We're
heart. Let's
kids
just
in
put it that way.
America.
We're
Anyway,
young at heart.
yeah, we're young at heart, and we care about this country. We want to see it grow. We want to see our next generation come into the world where we don't have this crap anymore, where we don't have this BS anymore. We want the next generation of kids and their kids to come into the world where they can be proud of us, where these kids are coming into the world and they are taking all this stuff out of school, like the Pledge of Allegiance. The Congress wants to take under God. They want to take "In God We Trust" out of the bills and out of the Pledge of Allegiance.
Exactly. I covered that in one of my rants.
It's
Exactly.
it's amazing because we gotta stand up and we gotta fight for that. We gotta put the "In God We Trust" in the school systems. We gotta put under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. That is in the national anthem. Not the national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance. Here's the Pledge of Allegiance without under God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, with one republic for which it stands, one nation, and justice for all.
Wow. That don't sound right at all.
Now here's the original one. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Which one do you like better, the under God one or not the under God one?
Definitely under God.
Thank you. Because
Amen. And can I tell you something? Um,
the
I want
Constitution
to let you
that
know that when I started
I'll
voting, even though I started as a Democrat, I didn't I didn't agree with everything. I mean, like for example, I don't even agree with abortion. And I started as a Democrat, but that's why I could be independent. I don't agree with I don't agree with cuts with hurting people. Okay, maybe they say that. I'm gonna try to call back. We're trying to call back, and then you know what? Oh, uh, Andy, are you there?
Yes, I am. What in the heck is going on?
I don't know, but you know what? We're gonna cut this short because I don't want to get too frustrated because we're having a good conversation, and if I have to, I'm gonna record us and then I'm gonna put us on iHeartRadio if I have to during the next time because I don't like the way Skype is doing it, and then we're in the middle of a good conversation. I don't want to curse too much because we're on a big time station, and I don't
Wait
want
a
to
minute,
I
hurry,
don't
time
want to.
out. Why don't you cut my station off and why don't you just do your WBDR station?
Oh no, I'm good because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a couple of more songs before we both say goodnight, and because maybe I don't know if it's something to do with the timing or everything, because it was working earlier doing my first guest, and now for some reason I don't know if we're having another sun flare or something like that because that's been messing this up before. I don't even know what's going on, but nonetheless, if I have to. I'll tell you what. If I'm able to call, if I'm not doing the errands or anybody else is doing any errands, what I'll do is I'll call you, and if we're covering any stories, I'll put it on Audio Audacity.
Well, breaking news right now out of Australia. Not the best. Ford and Toyota will stop making cars here. Loads of jobs to go. So Ford and Honda is going to stop making parts in Australia.
Oh wow.
So there's going to be jobs that are going to disappear from Australia. Seriously, why are we messing with other people's business and countries here? Why?
I don't know. And then we have human beings in every country. I mean, why are we, why aren't we um not giving people jobs that want to work or want to try to get an education so they could get a better job? Most of these jobs now requires a college degree. I mean, they won't even see you. They don't even care if you have 6 or 7 years of experience. I mean, you know, if I go on a radio station that requires a degree, but I've been on the air, off and on the air since 2007, and the station requires say like a bachelor's degree, and I don't have it, but I was like, but I'm on iHeartRadio. But do you have a degree? I'm working on it. Come back after you have a degree. That's how some companies work. It's mean, but that's how some companies work.
It's funny because we are in a world where we are holding a pair of aces and the government is holding a pair of crap. It's like playing cards. Have you ever played cards when you were a kid? Go fish and do you have any threes? Yes, threes, sixes. Yep. Basically, the government is holding all the cards that for jobs, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's see. Let's go to let's see. Cars go. People go. Oh yeah. Health benefits go. Okay, that's good in Australia. Let's go to China now.
Wow.
Basically, it's like that. It's like a house of cards, and sooner or later, one card you're gonna have a house of cards falling down like bricks, and then the American people are gonna be turning on the government.
Yeah, I just hope that we still be able to keep the program that we need because, to tell you the truth, we need those safety nets. We need food stamps, Medicare, and Medicaid for the people who are on situations such as they don't have enough money and they're in poverty stricken situation because until they're able to get a job where they can get out of poverty, and if the government take it away now, then that's bad timing. That's really bad timing. I mean, you really got to think because some places around this country, the living is so high. That's why some people move so that they could afford to live at another place. I mean, that's how bad it is. So I mean, they really got to think the people that when they go to Washington, they really got to think about the people that they're affecting and the people that they're hurting when they propose such cuts and they propose such drastic measures. They really
Ladies
do.
and gentlemen, we are having a real conversation here. Honest to God conversation, and Skype is finally working with us, is cooperating with us finally.
Exactly. So what I'm gonna do is, now, Annie, what time do you get off of work tomorrow?
I get off of work at 4:30.
Okay, so I got an appointment tomorrow at 2 o'clock. But if I'm not too tired, if I don't just do a music show, because if I do a talk show or if I talk some things on there, I'm gonna put it on iHeart Talk, and then I just play a few songs. I'm trying to be very careful. I know some shows have music on iHeart, but this is my first time, and I want to play it very carefully. But I know on your channel and other sister stations, I could just go all crazy. So
Yeah, you can go on music, you can go on talk. I don't give a rip. You can do whatever you want. If you want to jump up and down while you're saying yeah, 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 go right ahead. I don't care.
exactly. So
It's my radio. It's our radio. It's our crap. I can't talk tonight. It's our radio show, and we are ready to rock and roll here.
well, don't worry. Sometimes I got tongue tied, and I got tongue tied the other day. I couldn't even do the show, 3 hour show the other day because I was so mad about the Hall of Shame weekly high school been doing to me when I'm trying to get into Meridian Community College. But what I'm gonna do is, if I'm not too tired tomorrow or anytime during this week, what I'm gonna do is when I turn on Skype, I'll call you after I'm done with the music. If I'm not too exhausted. And
As
then
soon as we're
what I'll
done here, I
do.
need to talk to you in a private chat room, okay? I need to talk to you as soon as we're done here, okay?
Okay, and then what I'll do is I will audio audacity our conversation, and then I'll just put it onto the Sam broadcaster, and then just broadcast us, and then just let it rip.
Got it. Let's do it.
And then that way you still be on iHeartRadio with me, and you know how it feels to have millions of people listening to you. How's that?
Cool. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, my name is Andy Bond, and I'm from the Andy Bond Show. Hey, if you want to listen to the coolest guy now, go to iHeartRadio, type up Deshaun Porter, and listen to his shows.
It's the
Hey,
Big D Zone.
the Big D Zone, sorry. Type
Mhm.
up the Big D Zone and go into listen to iHeartRadio. This is from the Andy Barnes Show saying peace out, see ya, love ya, bye. I'm still gonna be here with Deshaun Porter, but let's rock and roll. Let's end this on a good note, okay?
All right. So what I'm gonna say is I want to thank you. Now listen, for those people who are on iHeartRadio who don't know Andy Bong is, he's been a partner when I was on the Big D Zone News, and he has done a great job helping me not only with the news stories but also on Crossfire. I also gave him an award for being the best newscaster, and he worked. Well, I can say this: he worked his head off to make sure that he brings you the best stories, whether it's from national, whether it's from Icona Falls, Wisconsin, and he does sports, ladies and gentlemen. He's also a sportscaster, and he does very good under conditions that he has, whether it's with his tablet or whether he's trying to record for the radio station and having trouble. I mean, he is a hard worker in the
Our,
news business.
our internet sucks on our sound kind of false, FYI. Our high school, our internet sucks.
Yeah,
You
but it
cannot get a stinking signal out of there.
you cannot get a
Deshaun
signal.
Porter.
Oh yeah. That's right. Because when we was trying to do a show, No, we was trying to do a game, come to think of it, and it wouldn't let us. Let's just say it wouldn't let us. So, but Andy, I want to thank you for your hard work and dedication, and I'm gonna have you on again. Now, I'm going to be busy because I have to go to Ashworth College, but I'm still gonna be doing shows back and forth. But if I'm gonna record you, I'm gonna record you too because I'm gonna also be doing things with the news guy, and he knows that I'm gonna be in college. So if I'm that busy, we could still talk in the chat room. I could even read what you're gonna say. And then when I do call you, we could just record what we're gonna say on the stories, and then I'll just put it on the next show. So how's that?
Yeah. But I
Okay.
still need to talk to you off the chat. As soon as this is over, I still need to talk to you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the hardest working man, not only in show business, but also internet journalist at his finest, the Andy Bond of the Andy Bond Show.
Well, thank you so much. But the funny thing is, when I started this, when I wanted the big diesel, I was trying to figure out, okay, what show can I add to make the ratings more interesting and more great? And all of a sudden, I decided to say, let's put on Deshaun Porter. And I have to get going. I have another phone call on the line. So, Deshaun Porter, have a nice day. Peace out. I have to get going. I have another phone call. I'm sorry, my friend. Give me a call when you're done, okay?
All right. See you. I like doing it like that. But anyway, I would like to thank you for tuning in. Oh, I forgot. I don't even know why I added these, and I wanted to play something for the iHeart listening audience before I leave during the show. Uh, but I'm going to do the rest of the show for the Andy Pong. And I did something wrong. I forgot I was setting up like I was still doing a regular show. But I was trying to give iHeart listeners a treat, which is my second guest. And I had the other playlist that I was preparing. And I was like, oops. So I could just get it all over again. No worries. But anyway, so I want to say have a great night, and we will get on the ball the next couple of days. This is my first time back in headquarters, and well, we just like to have some fun when we're talking on the radio and entertaining. So we're going to end this right after Bon Don Jovi for the iHeart audience. And then we're still going to go just a little bit more for the people who are on the sister stations, just a few more songs. Till then, for the people in iHeart, I got to say, see ya! And for the people for my other sister station and the Andy Bond Show, let's continue to rock. This is the Big D Down. Here we go.
singing hard. Now he's on the mend. What used to make me talk so tough? See the people running away. She cries in the night time. Baby, it's okay. We gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we're late or night. We got each other, and that's all I'm for love. We're giving it a shot. Oh, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. We gotta hold on, ready or not. You live for the fight when that's all that you got. Halfway there. Take my hand, and we'll make it, I This is Spreaker, and I am doing this promo to help out the family of Pastor Shahid. He is in an Iran prison as he was starting an orphanage. He is a Christian missionary who loved the Lord dearly, and he's serving God even in prison. He is serving an 8-year sentence in Iran. We need to get Pastor Shahid home. Even President Barack Obama had a prayer breakfast called for Pastor Shahid release. And also, Secretary of State John Kerry called for his release as well. We can all do our part. Not only we could pray for his release so that he could be back to his wife and children, but we could also sign the petition. If enough people sign this petition, then we could pressure Iran to release him, even in a good and humanitarian way. Go to this website and join me, and I'm going to be signing my name to this petition as well. Go to www.beheardproject.com. That's www.beheardproject.com, and help this man of God get back to his family where he belongs. I thank you.
Whoop. Okay. We are back. I had to cut off WBDR. And I would like to welcome not only my ally Andy Bond, but also the dynamic duo of Jonathan and Sarah, Once Pure and Slayer 454. And oh, thank you. Slayer said that they were still listening on iHeart. Thank you so. Wow. I mean, that really means a lot. I mean, it really does. I mean, thank you. And I would like to thank also Andrew, which is Zodiac 12. And I'd like to thank him for coming on to Big D Country. I know it's the latest that I ever been doing a show since coming back. But I wanted to try to see if everything works, which it did. So, everything's doing good. So I'm going to play a couple of more songs before I leave you for the evening, and I will be back tomorrow. I may be a little late because I do have an appointment tomorrow, but if not, what I'll do is I'll come in on Friday. But I could come in anytime since I am back on in the headquarters. at the beautiful Spreaker Hotel. Now, since we are not on iHeart, I'm going to put just a couple of songs on, and then I am going to call it a day. So, just got a couple of songs right about now. And then I'm gonna motivate you a bit. And, I'm gonna play the Miracle Wonders for a couple of one of the songs I'm gonna play. There you go. And I think that will be my last song for the evening. And then I'm going to come back here to end the program. Well, yeah, I was just planning the music here. So, anyway, I'm glad that everybody enjoyed themselves here in Big D Country. And so this has been the best April Fool's program ever. And so, let me type thank you, everyone. There you go. And I'm gonna give them the love sign. There you go. So, this is the Big D Zone now on the Andy Brown Show. I just ended the show on iHeart because on iHeart I'm trying to be really careful because you know, not to play too much music, but you know, just to make sure I still do a good show. I don't want to change just because I'm on iHeart, but I want to still make sure that I try at least to try to do a good show while I'm trying to follow the rules. So, but anyway, here is the next couple of songs before we end this program. You know what? Let's end it out with a party. I got T-Pain, I got Stone Temple Pilot, then I got the motivational tape for you. I got the Miracle Wonders, I got Tell 'em a Man, and then we're going to end this show. And then I got my original theme music, and I got something that you usually hear during the most motivational 8 minutes of your life. So, let's continue this party before we call it a night. This is the Big D Zone, and I am happy to say I am home. And Sarah, I would like to say thank you and John for listening because you are the dynamic duo. I may need to have some pointers from you guys. So, thank you so very much. I appreciate the fact that you listened to me and Slayer454 and Once Pure. All of you, really all of you, for listening to the Big D Zone. I mean, you just encouraged me as a radio show broadcaster. See, if it wasn't for the best citizens of Big D Nation, I wouldn't have a show. I wouldn't have this confirmation to know that I belong in radio, that I have not missed my calling. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, from the bottom of my heart. So, let's start this party and let's end this party off right. I got a couple of songs, so this is the Big D Zone. Let's go.
Please, you can do it all by yourself, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. Kind big music, never boy. I know the club goes at 3. What's the chance until you roll with me? Back to the crib, show you how I live it. Let's get drunk, forget what we did. I'ma buy you a drink. I'ma take it home with me. I got money in the bank. I be in the bank. We in the bank like ooh, 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 ooh. We in the bed like talk to me. I talk fast. Let's talk money. I talk that. Want you spawn? Only shades. Shorty got class. Oh, behave. Let's get gone. Walk it out. That's what I'm talking about. We gon' have fun. You gon' see. On that baton, you should get like me. I'ma buy you a drink. Whoa. I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank. I mean, in the creek, like we in the bed, like we in the bed,
Won't you meet me at the bar? Respect Big Pimpin'. Tell me how you feel, mama. Tell me what you said. My certified dime piece deserve Louis 1-3. 150 a shot, 3 for you and 3 for me. I'm checking your body language. I love the conversation. And when you lick your lips, I get a tingling sensation. Now we both back tipsy. You say you in the mood. All I need is about an hour. Better yet, maybe so. Let me take you where I live. Ferrari switch gears. When I whisper in your legs hit the chandelier. Passion through the sex all in the atmosphere. I'ma let T-Pain sing so he can make it clear.
I'ma buy you a drink. I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank.
Ooh.
I mean, in the creek, like we in the bed, like we in the bed, like let's get gone. Walk it out, think about it. Oh, stop now, rock. You can do it all by yourself. Let's get gone. Walk it out, think about it. Oh, stop now, rock. You can do it all by yourself. Come buy you a drink. I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank. I mean, in the creek, like we in the bed, like we in the bed, like and I feel time's a waste to go. So where you go into tomorrow, and I see these are lies to come. So would you even care? And I feel it, and I feel it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going where the master found? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell her. Where's the smell of love? And I feel so much depends on the weather. So is it raining in the bedroom? And I see these are the eyes of disarray. Would you even care? And I feel it as it feels it. Where you going tomorrow? Where you going where the master found? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell her. Where's the smell of love?
How's it doing? Yeah.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. Alright? You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they wanna tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
What you doing here? Don't you have practice?
Not anymore, I quit.
Oh. Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know, I just don't see the point anymore.
So you didn't make the dress list. There are greater tragedies in the world.
I wanted to run out of that tunnel for my dad. To prove to everyone
What?
that I was somebody.
Oh, you are so full of crap. You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. And you're also going to walk out of here with a degree from the University of Notre Dame. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen. Now go on back.
I'm sorry I never got you to see your first game with you.
Hell, I've seen too many games in the stadium.
I thought you said you never saw
I've
games.
never seen a game from the stands.
You were a player?
I rode the bench for 2 years. Thought I wasn't being played because of my color. I got filled up with a lot of attitude. So I quit. Still not a week goes by, I don't regret it. And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you. You hear me clear enough?
You're gonna give me your best. I'm gonna give you my best. All right, one more thing. Don't you do it blindfolded.
Oh, why?
Because I want you giving up at a certain point when you can go further. Sit down. Jeremy, get on his back. Now give you a tight hold, Jeremy. All right, let's go, Brock. Keep your knees off the ground, just your hands and feet. There you go. Go to the left. Go to the left. There you go. You got the 20. You give me your best. You keep going. That's it. No, don't stop, Brock. You got more in you than that.
Stay done. Just rest a second.
You gotta keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's go. Don't quit till you got nothing left. There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. You keep driving. Keep your knees off the ground. Keep driving it. Your very best. Your very best. Your very best. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Don't quit on me. Keep going. Keep driving it. Keep your knees off the ground. That's it. Your very best. Don't quit on me. Your very best. Keep driving. Keep driving. There you go. There you go. That's it. You keep driving. Keep your knees off the ground. Keep driving it. Don't quit till you got nothing left. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep going. I want everything you got. Come on, keep going. It hurts. Don't quit on me. Your very best. Keep driving. Keep driving. There you go. There you go. He's hurting. I know he's hurting. I'm better straight. Then you negotiate with your buddy to find more strength, but don't you give up on me, Brock. You keep going. You hear me? You keep going. You're doing good. You keep going. Do not quit on me. You keep going. It hurts. I know it hurts. You keep going. You keep going. It's not hard from here. 30 more steps. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Keep going. Burn. And let it burn. Burn. It's not hard. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Come on. Keep going. You promised me your best. Your best. Don't stop. Keep going. Too hard. It's not too hard. You keep going. Come on, Brock. Give me more. Give me more. Keep going. 20 more steps. 20 more. Keep going, Brock. Give me your best. Don't quit. No. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Brock Kelly, you don't quit. Keep going. Keep going. No, Brock Kelly, you don't quit on me. No, you keep going. You keep going. No, Brock. 10 more steps. 10 more. 10 more. 10 more. Keep going. Don't quit. Give me yours. You can. You can. 5 more. 5 more. Come on, Brock. Come on. Don't quit. Don't quit. Come on, Brock. 2 more. 1 more. Good, Brock. You're in the end zone.
Mr. Holland had a profound influence on my life, on a lot of lives I know. And yet I get the feeling that he considers a great part of his own life misspent. Rumor had it he was always working on this symphony of his, and this was going to make him famous, rich, probably both. But Mr. Holland isn't rich, and he isn't famous, at least not outside of our little town. So it might be easy for him to think himself a failure. And he would be wrong. Because I think he's achieved a success far beyond riches and fame. Look around you. There is not a life in this room that you have not touched. And each one of us is a better person because of you. We are your symphony, Mr. Holland. We are the melodies and the notes of your opus. And we are the music of your life.
High got you low? Why are you stressing and worrying about your problems? It on the man that knows. Said he may not come when you call him, but he's right on time. I tell you what to do, give it to Jesus. He'll make everything alright. He may not come when you want him, but he's right on time. I got another verse I wanna sing. Day by day, month by month. Why are you stressing and worrying about everything? Wonder why you're the one that struggle, the one that stress. I tell you what to do. Put it in the Lord. This is only yours. He may not come when you want him, but he's right
Cool.
I want to send you a verse from me, y'all. Day by day, months by months, oh yeah. While I was stressing and worrying about everything, wondering why I was the one that struggled, the one that stressed. I tell you what I did. I put it in the Lord. Realized it was only mine. He may not come when you want him, but he's right stay right there. All right. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the king. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't fake what's left to do. Come on. Truth is, I'm weak, no strength to fight. No tears to cry, even if I try. But still my soul refuses to die. One touch will change my life. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Please take me to the King. Truth is, it's time to stop playing these games. We need a word for the people's pain. So Lord, speak right now. Let it fall like rain. Oh yeah, we're desperate. We're chasing after you. Oh, no rules, no religion. I've made my decision to run to you, the healer that I need. Take me to the King. Don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and to sing to you this song. Glory is away. We keep making mistakes. Glory not for us, it's all for you. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering. I want to gaze upon your
Alright, we're at the end of another show. And, well, I'd like to say thank you for listening. And there's something wrong with the chat in the Andy Bond show. I can't get on to the chat room because we had it seemed like we had to have a troll alert in there. But, anyway. Anyway, I am going to find out what is going on, and then I'm going to report a little bit later on. But for now, for those that's in my sister audience, this has been part 3 of the special April Fool's show, which has been action packed. I did the April Fool's joke on part 1, which I'm going to send to the rest of the other people. Then I had done another show. And then I did a show today, which I had two great guests. One of them is the Andy Bond show with my ally Andy Bond, and then the news guy. And it both worked out well, except for the Skype problem. We had the Andy Bond show because of the flares. But thank God the dynamic duo Jonathan and Sarah let me know that we did have a solar flare today. So Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you so very much to not only listening to my show, but also listening to me on iHeartRadio. And for those of you that do not know, I like to do things very differently with the way I end my show. And I would like to play music from the most motivated music that I listen to from the movies. So, I would like to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is truly, and I mean truly, the home of the best fans of the history of the net. And I'm glad to call them my friends. They are the citizens of Big D Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the home of Big D Country. And I am Prince Big D. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big D Zone. Have a great night, everybody. And we'll be live on again. I may be a little bit late, but we'll be live tomorrow. But if not, if I take the day off to the next day, I will still be live. See you!
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, you told me you were drowning. I will not lend a hand. I've seen your face